The myth, the legend.
Jonny! Okay, so welcome to today's video. We've actually been demoted down here to the bottom of the stairs because the boys are upstairs training their clients. It's a Friday evening, so yeah, we've been demoted down here, and we finally got the whole lighting situation sorted. So we're looking alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, looking good.
Yeah. Right. So today's video is just, I suppose, just going to be a testimonial with one of my long-term clients, John Fitzgerald, or also known as the Johnny Fitz, the man, the myth, the legend. So yeah, today's video is just going to be a testimonial with Johnny. We're just going to have a chat about his experience coming to me as a one-to-one client. So I suppose we'll get straight into it, Johnny. So the first question, I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
So how long have you been doing the one-to-one PT?
Just over 2 years now.
Just over 2 years.
Yeah, I started with you.
So we're in August of 2019 right now?
Yeah, we started in 2017, summer of 2017.
Okay,
Jesus. Yeah, so.
Fucking hell. That flew.
Yeah.
That's great.
Just have to think about it sometimes, you're that long coming, 4 days a week.
Yeah, and like when we say 4 days a week, how many times would you say out of that 2 years was there a week where you didn't come 4 times a week?
Oh,
Apart from when remember you were away.
Yeah, well, a couple of holidays like and stuff, obviously that's going to be day-to-day life, but apart from that, I'd say we made it up.
Yeah. Oh, there was if you ever
maybe 2 weeks we went on 3 days, but that would be very, very rare.
very infrequent. Like if you missed a session or if you a very odd time. You used to lie in the odd time. You
Yeah.
just the odd time. Which was very infrequent. But if he did, we just make that session. We could just do 5 that week.
Yeah.
Or we do 4 and then, or we do 3 that week
and then 5 next week.
Yeah, make it up.
We would always make it up, like the days were there. Like.
Yeah. So yes, that's pretty mad. So Johnny has been coming for the last 2 years. So his plan at the minute now, he's just taking a break. He does plan to come back.
Yeah.
Which I would gladly have you back.
Yeah.
Of course. So moving on, when you first came to me, what was your goal?
Well, there's two things that made it. Well, I just will weigh in a bit from that question. I think, but the reason I came, there's two things. I was actually thinking about this today before I came in and we were making this video. I was thinking, why did I go? There was two things. There was one day at work, I was, for a particular reason, I was looking in the cameras and I saw myself in the security cameras at work, and I just said, oh, when you actually see yourself, not in the mirror, but in like on TV, like
that's what it was, probably on TV.
TV, like 10 pounds or whatever. Like, oh, I was like, Jesus, like that really hit home, like. And just the other thing was, when I came home from Australia, I was alright. I felt like I was alright when I came home from Australia, but I seemed to put on an awful lot of weight very quickly. And then one day I was just down the road and I had to walk up a walk that I've done a million times when I was younger, and I was out of breath. It wasn't even a run; it was a walk.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, something has to change here, like, and a few other things, but they were the main reason I think that really hit home. Like, I just kind of hit a point in my life where I was like, geez, I have to do something. I get not getting any younger, the metabolism slowing down. I have to fucking do something. I'm not ancient, but
hey, this guy looks good. Come on, he looks good. He looks good. But yeah, no. So it was those two things that stood out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say the reason, those are the two main reasons why you reached out. So when you reached out and then you came to me, what was your goal?
My goal was classic, just to lose weight. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't care about muscles, I didn't care about anything. I wanted to lose weight. I came in with an open mind because I had zero experience apart from a couple of sessions with the boys when I used to play rugby, and I had, I just wanted to lose weight.
Okay.
I just wanted to get rid of the fat, like that was it. Like.
Okay, so that was your goal.
Yeah, that was my initial goal. Yeah.
Okay, so when you came in, I have an idea what this is, but you know this off the top of your head. What was your body weight?
106.6
kg. To be very, very specific. So 106.6 kg.
Yeah.
And I remember when we took your before pictures, I've said it to you since, I've commented on it. And these pictures, like no one's really, I have never shared your pictures at all. They will be getting shared consequently. probably along with this video, and there'll be a post and stuff about them. But I remember saying to you, I think it was after like maybe 2 months when I sent you. So we had the original ones. We took progress pictures every 4 to 5 weeks. But after let's say 2 months, I sent you on the most recent ones compared with the first ones. And I just sent you a little message after saying, "Geez, Johnny, I don't know what you were smiling at in that first picture you got." Because you had a big, even though you were at your probably you were at your heaviest.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You were at your heaviest that you've probably been in your adult life.
Yeah.
Yet you were smiling in the first pictures. It was just gas. It was just gas.
Yeah.
But we'll say moving forward to so we'll go to we'll say a year and a half onwards, because it would have been around that time we got you to your lowest weight.
Yeah,
which was
79.9
kg.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we broke the 80. So that is, so we'll say 106.6 to 79.9. That's 27 kilos.
27, yeah.
Yeah, so it's 27 kg. So yeah, it's crazy. That's a significant amount of weight. And I suppose how did you feel looking at yourself from being 106 to 79.9?
Yeah. Well, we were just before I hit the 179. Like let's say. We were in the mid 80s, maybe like 83, 84. You know, we're hovering there for a while, and then we did a bit of a cleanse and stuff like that.
Yes.
And I was a bit apprehensive, but when I did it, I would recommend it to anyone.
Yeah.
It was hard, but it was worth it.
Yeah,
just to get down that last bit of stubborn fat that I had built up over the years. It made a serious job, and I was happy. I was really happy, and I felt really energetic. Like still do. But
I remember it was tough and it was very restrictive what we did that time, but we felt at the time, we had a chat about it. I talked to Kev about it, he talked to me through because he'd done it himself, and we felt like it was the necessary step at the time, and it 100% it definitely worked as well, as tough as it was. Now I think you're the only client that I've done that cleanse with. I started to do with another client, but she got pregnant halfway through it, so we couldn't finish it. I know. But so that we couldn't finish that, but that cleanse, that's what got you down to your lightest. That's the pictures that I have. I say the most impressive ones are definitely when you were down around that weight, and then after that, let's say we gave you a period. Well, if you want to talk about what we did, we'll say after we got you down, the plan was then going forward for the next couple of months. What was that?
Well, after we got down to that weight, then it was just we wanted to build a bit more muscle on the body and stuff. So obviously, if you need to do that, you're going to have to put on a bit more weight. You're going to put on a bit of fat with the muscle you're going to gain. You need a bit of muscle, or you need a bit more. We'll say protein and everything. So I had to eat a bit more to gain the muscle. So we're going to put on a bit of weight with that. So we just upped the calories for a couple of months and trained hard. Yeah.
We trained our asses off.
Yeah.
We had many a disgusting session on, especially the hack squat.
Yeah, definitely the hack squat.
I'd say
hated and loved at the same time.
Yeah, it's like a love-hate relationship. You probably have the odd nightmare about it, do you?
Oh yeah.
Well, is it a nightmare? I was going to say, do you have a nightmare or is it a wet dream?
Definitely not a wet dream. Wake up and sweats. That's what it is.
Okay, so it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's we brought your weight back up. So your body weight seems to have. You seem to be very comfortable now, hovering around the 84, 85 mark.
Yeah, that's where I am there. Like, and it hasn't gone up or down really.
And you seem quite healthy there. You're able to train hard there. Your energy levels seem quite good there.
Yeah.
So even we'll say going from 106.6 to we'll say 85. That's still like a 21 kilo difference. That seems to be where you're happy. Now, obviously, if it was the case in the future where you wanted to say push again, go into some sort of deficit and to push to get lean again, that would be pretty simple. We'd have a pretty good idea on how to do that. But so even at that, you're pretty comfortable at that body weight. Mm-hmm. So I just have another couple ones. We won't keep it too much longer. Let's say, what did you find most challenging about the training or the process? It's the most challenging.
The most challenging. I enjoyed the gym part of it. It was definitely the food.
Yeah.
It was definitely the food. I'm not trying to put people off by saying, oh, it's the food, but it's the keeping on top of it. And it's almost, and as well, I meant to mention it earlier in the film, is that I stopped drinking as well for the start of this year. I was a big drinker, a casual drinker or social drinker, like, but I used to drink a lot, like, I could drink maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like, with the lads. And then when I stopped that as well, it changed the lifestyle. I still went out with my mates, still do, and have the crack and everything, like, didn't change me, but it was a big thing, it's a big thing in Ireland. But definitely the food was a big thing to change, and the cutting the drink out.
Yeah, I mean, cutting the drink out, like, in itself was a lot of calories.
Yeah.
Along with what would have went with some of that would have been a good few takeaways and stuff like that as well. So that was kind of, I think we never said, okay, you're not allowed to have any takeaways, but that just came with the territory of reducing the alcohol.
Like saying, like, you know yourself what's bad and good for you, like.
Yeah. We got you on top of tracking calories as well.
Yeah, that's a great thing, like tracking calories. That's probably one of the most beneficial things I got from this, apart from learning all the stuff from the gym. But tracking the calories is a great job. Yeah, it was for me as your coach. It was like I need to know what you were taking in, so I knew how much to push the food when we were pushing, and how much to reduce it while we were reducing. So, that was definitely invaluable. The next one I just want to ask you: what did you enjoy most about training? The actual gym work, I think, and I suppose looking at the progress of myself, like. Like I said to you before, I think it's when, or we both agree, like it's people, it's yourself that notices first, then it's your close friends and family, and then it's people that you don't really know, like, it is a big-headed thing to say, but it's the compliments you get, and people are like, oh, you look great, and you look thin, but I think that and the actual going to the gym in the morning, I think I could never train in the evening, because going in the morning, it just sets me up for the day, so I enjoy that a lot. Like,
that's funny, how many times would you say, I could probably count it on one hand, did you train in the evening? In that whole 2 years?
Oh, twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
Literally, it was only twice?
Yeah.
Alright, so moving on to the next question, Jonny. We're almost there, no, we're getting there. It's not like I've asked you this before anyway. So. So, what has been the biggest change you've made personally over the last 2 years?
We touched on it there. I think definitely the biggest change to me is the not drinking as much, like, not drinking, just cut the drink out, like. It hasn't changed me, like, but I would drink maybe 2 or 3 times a week, like, as I said, and that has been the biggest change, like. But at home, like, as well, people have said to me, even at home it's going to make me sound bad, but like, they've changed your my attitude, like, on everything is just a bit upbeat and just more positive, like. So I think that's changed most, like, about me.
Yeah, one of the biggest changes actually that I've noticed in you over the last 2 years is that you got better progressively in the mornings. I remember at the start in the mornings, you weren't more. Yeah, you were. You come in, hold up, and it'd take a few minutes for you to get going. Yeah. But I've noticed, like, over the last 2 years, you've definitely gotten way better in the mornings. Way better. Yeah. So that's one that I've noticed in you. So less drink and more positivity. That's definitely awesome. They're two, like. Those two things in themselves can, like, change your life,
exactly.
Like, the way you just navigate your life and your perspective on it. So that's obviously great. Okay, moving on. If you had to give someone who's looking to get a PT or just get into training, what would your one piece of advice be to that person?
Definitely stick with it. Stick with the plan. You might think it's crazy, like when I came in first, King says to me. He said, you're not eating enough. And I said, what? I'm here to get thin. You're not eating enough. You're eating the wrong and you're eating not enough. And I said, okay. And I went home and I said, fucking hell, like. So I said, I'm paid now. Fucking paid. I can't turn back now. So I said, fuck it, 6 weeks. Like, but 6 weeks, you are going to see change, but probably you need more time. And as I say, just stick with it. These boys know what they've done, they've got their starts, they know your body inside out, like, they know what, like, so they know what they're doing. It takes time to change the body, change habits, change everything. I just think the biggest thing I can say is consistency and just believe in what the lads, because the lads genuinely want to see the results. It's not like they're like, I just do it, like, I don't give a fuck what happens here, like. They genuinely want to see the results because that's their livelihood, like, really, at the end of the day. Yeah. So I think stick with it is the biggest thing I could say.
Cool, yeah, perfect, man. That's great piece of advice to anyone watching or considering, we'll say.
Even if you were thinking, I was thinking about it for ages, and then I was like, oh, it's kind of like a big step, and it is for girls and boys, maybe even more for lads. But I think just do it, and you couldn't feel more welcome here. Like, yeah, just pull the fucking trigger.
Now we're talking. Okay, so just before we finish up, do you feel like you're in a position now, would say, moving forward, that you're not going to be training me for the near future?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're in a position to be able to maintain, do you feel like you've learned enough to be able to maintain what you now have, or if you want to either go up in body weight and keep pushing, or even to come back? Do you feel like you've been educated enough along the way that you're able to manage things yourself now?
Definitely. Yeah. Like, I feel like the way I am now, like, even if I had to, like, let's say move away or whatever, like, I feel like I could walk into a gym anywhere, like, and what I've learned from you, like, do, 3-4 different sessions with on my own, off my own head, like, off the top of my head, do train, whatever, same with eating calories, I'm in the mid-80s now, I feel like I'm happy there, I'm energetic, I'm not like, oh, fuck, like, or whatever, like, I don't feel heavy or whatever, like, I feel pretty happy, like, yeah, I could be leaner, like, but not at this particular moment in time.
Exactly. What comes with getting leaner is that sacrifice. There's
a small bit of a sacrifice. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, you're going to have to restrain yourself, whatever. Like, but the way I am now, I live happy. Like, I can pretty much eat within reason what I want, and whatever. Like, and just stay what I want. But what I've learned is, I think I can take from what you've given me and bring it on, like, on my own, like, to feel like I don't have to lean on you no more.
Cool. Yeah. Cool. And I'm always just text away.
No, text, yeah.
WhatsApp. Well, to be fair, you've only not been training the last week and a half, and we've probably been WhatsApping every day. I know we haven't been sending each other filthy fucking messages. No, we don't do that.
It's not about that.
No, not about that. It's all like,
It's all about board.
Yes,
PC.
You have fucking maintenance calories around it. And I'm like,
yeah.
You do that, John.
You do that, yeah.
You do that.
Can I eat this? Yes.
But, so, look, before we finish, Johnny, is there anything else that you want to say before we wrap it up? The video, that is, before we wrap the video.
Oh, yeah. I just want to say, if you're thinking about doing it, give it a go. Listen, it mightn't be for everyone, but I guarantee you the boys will make you feel at home, and you will take something from it if you do a couple of weeks. Also, I just want to say a massive thanks, man. You've been more than a fucking trainer, mate. And fucking had a good time.
Look, Johnny, just want to say
I'll be back.
It's been my absolute pleasure to train you and to get to know you and to become more than just my client. Like I said, I feel like we're good mates now.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, man, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'd have you back in a heartbeat anytime. That 6-7 a.m. slot, it's always going to be there for you.
Keep it up.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Right, Johnny. No worries.
Thank you.
No worries, man.